Hi, welcome to HeKate's Crossing. Okay, I want to explore cards of time. Okay, this deck here has the little guidebook. Of course, it's a two-piece box set. It's got Alpha to Omega, Times of Life, and it's got the numbers. Okay, and then it has the days of the week, and it also has the sun signs. So we're going to start exploring, and you'll see the link down below will be my blog, which you can follow daily as I start to work with this deck. Now the first card I've looked at is number 10, which talks about you will start all over again. It's about 10 days or 10 weeks. You'll see in the on the blog, of course, that 10 days, 10 weeks, you'll see that there's a symbol here. It's a blossom divided into 4 hearts whose arrows are pointing towards an innermost centre. A total fresh start will emerge from an invisible spiritual centre. For general, not just a fresh start, but even a breakthrough which seems to come out of thin air. Job, jump at an entirely unexpected opportunity that presents itself now and trust yourself to accomplish a much bigger task. Relationship, do you see a friend in your partner or a partner in your friend? You can sense a friendship of your souls. Creativity, start a new hobby, a type of sport, an artistic activity or a social activity that has been completely unknown to you so far. So that gives you an idea of what these cards are about. It does say card of the hour as well, 10 days, 10 weeks. So anything, so you get a new beginning, a fresh start. Maybe your path will take a different turn in about 10 weeks. So that's what that one's about. So quite interesting. I want to really start exploring a little bit about this deck, a little bit there about oracles, why oracles. It's quite interesting because this book's got why do oracles work, cosmos, and the law of Synopricity. There are a number of cosmic regularities that covertly take effect and consistently cause amazement when you will find yourself in a specific situation, affecting yourself and becoming aware of their action. One of these is the law of resonance. We tend to attract people and circumstances that correspond to our own spiritual life and our personal learning task. Another one is the law of continuous advancement of all creatures. Development psychology has set the main focus of their research on this law. As long as humans evolve spiritually, as long as development is their primary purpose in life, they will live. As soon as humans congeal in themselves and cannot, more often do not want to, accomplish any more developments, they will die away little by little. Often they will initially become mentally or emotionally dull or more motionless. Then they will be restricted in their physical constitution until they finally be taken by worldly death. After that, they will have to undertake the necessary development on another spiritual level. A law that deals with time cycles and time rhythms of the human life will be depicted symbolically in the world of astrology. This is because behind every life, be it the life of a human, a company, or an empire, our conclusions from this quality of time are possible or presumable answers. Another cosmic law reveals that everything around us reflects our own consciousness. In ancient times, this was referred to as the Hermetic principle, as above, so below, as below, so above. Some others said that the microcosm contained the macrocosm, a word of reflection to prevent any sort of tendency to fatalism or to wrong resignation to fate. Just as the clock does not make the time, but simply displays it, neither will horoscopes nor cards of time make our lives right. They will rather simply show the cycles and rhythms that are of concern to our current situation. Only when we know how to read the time on a clock, and we had to learn this when we were children, due to the lack of digital displays, or when we can read the time from the altitude of the sun or the moon, do we know what time it is. Only when we know how to read a horoscope, we can learn more about our personal learning task, our karmic point of departure, and the resources we have at hand. Quite interesting, really, when you start to look at it. So we talk about reading. 33 cards of time. When is the best time? It depends on the right time. 33 cards of time serve as a mirror of the circumstances and your consciousness, as a psychological alignment to situations, and as cosmic decision guidance. The cards of time are an oracle answering questions about time. They can also simply be used as a game for entertainment with a deeper meaning. The 33 cards of time consist of 12 cards of the hour, 7 cards of the weekdays, 12 cards of the month, and the 2 jokers. The cards of the hours will show a basic number between 1 and 12, a graphical sign or symbol, the sun and moon in alternating relations to one another, and 2 lines of text. These 2 lines will give direction on the energy of time in relation to the question asked, as well as specific time designation in days or weeks. Cards of the day or cards of the weekday will show the number of the day between 1 and 7, the symbol of the planet related to the weekday, and the name of the day. The background will show a sand dune, each in a different colour, as a symbol for time and change. A crystal whose colour symbolises the spiritual energy. That relates to the question and the time in the 2 lines of text. These lines will show the kind of attitude that is required to idly use the time now. These cards are as important as the major arcana and tarot. That's interesting. The cards of the month will show numbers between 1 and 12. The symbols of the astrological signs, an hourglass of lifetime in the background, and characteristic plant of the respective season. At the bottom of the picture, they will give a key phrase to understand how the time now is optimally utilized. Below the key phrase, they will display a specific time designation in weeks and month as an answer to your question. The cards of the month will also display references on astrological data about the wheel of the year. Please note that people who are born at the turning point between 2 astrological signs sometimes have to use their exact time of birth in order to determine whether they are, for example, still a Taurus or already a Gemini. 2 jokers will show when the regular time cycles are not yet or not anymore important for the question. They can be compared to a carte blanche which follows certain higher laws of time. The following elements need to be considered for the reading. The numbers themselves. This means both the time designation in days, weeks and months, as well as their numerological values. This means, for example, the number 11 in the top right hand corner of the card of Aquarius can have an additional meaning to the 11 weeks or 11 months. Maybe it is about 11 people, as in soccer, or about a street address including the 11. Maybe it's $11,000 or any other way in which the 11 might be important for the question. All symbols, planet symbols, graphical symbols, plants, not their names, but their shapes and the impressions and the connotations triggered by them. The crystals on the cards of the day, of the weekday, and so forth. The colours with their emotional, psychological and spiritual impact or meaning. On the following pages you will find short references on the symbols used for every card, as well as the explanation of how to interpret the categories. General meaning, interpretation for questions regarding job, work, business and career, interpretation for questions regarding relationship, partnerships and love, as well as interpretation for questions regarding creativity, self-expression and spirituality. So that gives you something to sort of think about in many ways. And I thought about number 10 also being the 10th month. Maybe it could be about the 10th, maybe it's something about the 10th month. You know, if we just get that, it could be just number 10, anything related to 10. You know, it could be about, example, 10 people, 10 things, 10 decks, 10 anything. So that's really interesting. So yeah, that's it for the introduction. A little bit of a beginning point to the cards of time. Keep an eye out for the rest of the videos, as it'll take some time to upload each time I'm sort of working through them. I don't want to show you every card that I'm working through. I'll just show you as I get through certain ones and everything. There will be a link down below to my blog, which will be more up to date. So that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care. Blessed be.